Hot stuff, I'm back. My granddaughter was being rude, and this dog and I already told her. I don't feel like breaking up fights between a dog and a child tonight. I really don't. Yeah, but these people have made covenants with the devil. You got to ask yourself, why would a person from Africa or the Caribbean or UK or all these other places be mad or angry or worried about the descendants of slaves in America getting reparations? What business is it to them? What business? I'm really serious about that question. Like, what business is it to you that the descendants of the American slaves want reparations? I didn't see the Irish saying anything when the Jews got their reparations. I don't think they should get reparations. So I'm just trying to figure out, why are these people worried about our reparations? It has nothing to do with you. If you don't have any bones buried here from slavery, what business is it to you? It should not be your business. I don't know why people don't, what part they don't understand about this. You have no dogs in this fight. You never have and you never will. But here's the problem, and this is the main reason why. The main reason why is because if we do reparations, right, then they're going to be cut out. They're going to be cut off of all the resources, all benefits. Trump is already cutting, doing chop suey on it. He's cutting everything off. Now that we have a voice and we're letting him know what our problem is with these immigrants, right? Guess what he's going to do? He's going to listen, right? He's going to listen. He's going to listen. And one thing I've learned about him, he ain't doing too much talking. He's a New Yorker. He ain't doing too much talking. He going to do what he has to do, and he'll just fuck your feelings. Pardon me for cursing, but that's how he rolls, right? So you would wonder why they weren't about our reparations. Wouldn't you think that they'd be like, damn, our brothers and sisters are waking up. I'm so proud of them. So proud of them. These people have had them under their rule for 400 plus years. Right? I'm so proud of what they're doing. They're waking up. Now they're waking up. Let's just fall back. Let's just fall back and support them from afar. Right? Because we know if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't even be here, right? If it wasn't for them, their ancestors being hung from a tree, lynched, murdered, sodomized, children taken, never to be seen again, women hung, getting their abdomen cut from the top to the bottom while the baby falls out, burnt alive. Must that carry on? Our ancestors, okay? They went through this shit with no justice, right? You know what happened? Once they did that physically, they switched it around, right? They did the duality, right? So they took it from the physical chains to the mental chains, right? So anybody sits here and thinks that slavery still doesn't exist, especially the mindset in America, the wilderness of North America, is insane, right? Or just as brainwashed or colonized as everyone else, okay? You got to be insane to think slavery, and you got to be insane to think that we, being the descendants of slaves, are not has not been affected by this, right? If someone kills your family member and you love them dearly, right? You're going to remember that, right? You're going to carry that pain. You're going to carry that trauma, right? And then if it's so horrific, that story will be told from generation to generation to generation, nonstop. And the crazy part about it is, this shit's still visible to us. We still got to run around here with generals and sergeants, Confederate war people, right? Statues in our face. You know what's so disturbing? Like my mom's family is in Sumter, right? Sumter, South Carolina, right? And when you go to the courthouse, do you know whose statue is in front of the courthouse? Thomas Sumter. You know who Thomas Sumter is? That's why the city is named after him. But Thomas Sumter is the man who fired the first shot in the Civil War. First white man of the South who went to Charleston, set off the Civil War. And there's a park called Fort Sumter in Charleston. You still got the cannonballs in the park. Real live cannonballs. Got the cannon, then you got the balls. And it's like a memorial park, right? You think we feel wonderful and comfortable about going all around this country and seeing memories of how these people just murdered and tortured us? Would it be comfortable for the people who enslaved you in your country, who did apartheid, you know, who Spaniards that raped Latins, and you know, the list goes on. Do you think how would you feel if these people put a statue up in your country to remind you of what they did to your ancestors? This is real, okay? And I'm sick and tired of ignorant, right? The ignorant, no knowledge having, ignorant ass immigrants who probably only come to New York or Chicago or California place. You don't even travel. This country, let me tell you something. I drove to and from California, right? And I've drove all around this country. Most of the time by myself, especially Cali, right? So ain't nobody, this ain't shit nobody telling me. This is shit I've seen with my own two eyes, okay? My own two physical eyes. I've seen the mountains. I've seen the valleys. I've seen the hills. I've seen the rivers. I've seen the Indian city. I've seen the real teepees, okay? I've seen the rock mountains to the flower mountain, the tree mountains. You name it. I'm a very historical person. Very. And not only do I just talk about it, I have pictures and evidence that I've been there and done that. Right? So let's get off of this shit, you know, about slavery was 400 years ago. You really think that? Go figure. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, if your enslavers were You know, if you were going for your reparations, we knew the Caribbeans was doing their reparations. We were over here rooting like, yeah, get Queen Elizabeth, get that, get her. Okay, we were proud. We were proud when Haiti put in their lawsuit to sue the French. Did you hear ADOS say anything about that? We were proud when Africa was demanding artifacts and things. I mean, weird things. They were taking our skulls and hair and all kind of crazy. We felt like we're progressing when we saw these things, okay? But it's just strange. It's just strange that now, we're pushing for our reparations. The backlash, the naysayers. Like, really? Okay. So I don't think these people really realize where the anger comes from with us, okay? Not only us, you got to look now, the Europeans, the native, those who are the Civil War descendants, is pissed with you immigrants, okay? They are super pissed with you immigrants. And I just saw where they did a study where Nigerians are making more money in this country than white Americans, right? And you think these Europeans gonna let you stay in this country? You think and now they got Donald Trump? You think they're gonna let you stay in this country making more money than them? It ain't all about ADOS. I mean, it's about us. We in this for our business. We stating our business and our claim. However, you have Europeans that's angry, and you haven't seen what a devil is until you've really seen them up close and angry. See, we were born in the big house. We've seen this devil up and close. You haven't. Right? But many are going to soon find out. Let me see. You know what? The ugly head is sticking up. Sticking up. Sticking up. Sticking up. You know what I mean? Sticking up. You will bear witness. You will bear witness. I promise you that. Okay. So, yeah, I heard a brother today, right? Say, black Americans don't take advantage of their benefits and resources, right? I was elated. I was like, oh, really? Okay. So this is what we're about to do. We will begin to petition the government, okay? We're going to get and see what our ADOS family, see if we can petition the government to put a freeze on all immigrants, especially black immigrants, who are using government resources that's supposed to be going to ADOS, okay? That's what we're about to do. We're going to petition that shit, okay? No longer will you have the Haitian society of this and that, and Jamaican society of this and that, Cuban society of this and that. Meanwhile, you got all this shit, but it's all framed around you. We can't join your organizations. However, we gave you the power and the resources to even create such organizations, right? Remember, we don't take advantage of our benefits and our resources. So we're going to petition to ensure that there is no loopholes in us getting our benefits, right? No loopholes in allowing immigrants to come here and pretend to be us and benefit from it. We're going to ensure that. I promise you that, right? And I also think we're going to, top of the agenda, we're not going to continue to support your businesses, okay? ADOS. ADOS. We have a buying power in this country that's insane, okay? We have made China in the Asian world a superpower, okay? Way before the Africans, ADOS, we made them a superpower. We made the Caribbeans a place where these people can, get the wealth out of us and then turn around and call us lazy. They say they can't stand us. Even the Africans, right? We've allowed them to come here and do shit in this country they cannot do in their own country. And it's all through our buying power, right? So this is what we have to do, right? On the chessboard, you have to sacrifice, okay? Got to sacrifice things. So we're going to have to sacrifice our luxuries, okay? We're going to have to sacrifice not having things that's foreign. Our ancestors lived hundreds and hundreds of years without any of this stuff, okay? There's nothing new under the sun, right? It's all a mind game. It's all a mind game, right? We don't go to their stores and support them. Watch what happens. You see one of their stores, bypass it. Go to all American store. All American. Not just immigrants working in there. All American. Okay? Stop it. We got to knock it off. See, they know our buying power. We don't. They can make stick people, right, out of some popsicles and sell it to us for $19.99, and we'll buy it, right? It's time to sacrifice. If we really want to see a better future for our babies, if we want to build wealth, have a better group economics, we must first stop supporting imported things, okay? Make your own things. Make your own things. I know how to make jewelry. I know how to make quilts. You name it, right? Especially everything made in America. My mother made our clothes, right? My auntie made our quilts. Things of that nature, right? It's not hard to do. Stop supporting them. Okay? That's how we win that economic fight, okay? That's how we gain economic power. Trust me on it. Start to sacrifice and see how things change dramatically, and it won't affect you, okay? So let's get back to where I was at on this, okay? So, no more of our resources is going to go to foreigners. Your foundations, publicly or privately fund stuff. These people really think we're slow, dumb, deaf, and blind. Since they know the reason why, they can create businesses and get loans and grants for education. Then they should not have a problem of being cut off of ADOS resources. We cannot go to any, and I mean any of these islands or to Africa and become wealthy and say to them, the reason why we are wealthy and successful in your country or on your island is because you people don't take advantage of your resources, right? It's an insane excuse. It's an insane excuse. No, you only have these resources because you were bought here by the Democrats, right? The real slave masters. They brought you here to replace us, right? We're gonna replace them with a different, because we already know they disobedient. They'll never go for what we have planned. They know us too well, so we're gonna get the ones that don't know us, right? We're gonna get, and we're gonna give them some fool's gold, right? And they'll do our bidding. Well, the time in the hourglass is just a little bit more sand needs to come out, and it's a wrap with that. Okay. So yeah, I say in my videos, this is chess, not checkers, and a lot of you are getting a reality check, right? Well overdue. Well overdue. You come here, you do your biddings with these devils, but now it's time for the devils to collect, okay? Because things ain't going well for them right now. The devil got a big family. Democrats, is one of the biggest families that they have, okay? So, I can see if you were coming here, becoming successful, and bringing your own music, dance, culture, news media, acting roles that's pertaining to wherever you're from. But no, none are coming here. They all come here to mimic us. They come here and they get rich and they get wealthy by mimicking us. Okay? Okay? So, yeah, if you don't have ADOS ancestry, stop saying you are fucking ADOS. Well, matter of fact, you can say you, now we don't even really care about you saying you American. Okay? Because now we have that thing that distinguishes us. Separate the real from the fake. Right? Right? So there's no more of you mimicking us. Just because these people come to your neighborhood and they sag their pants, saying my nigger, live in the hood, wearing weave and acting like hood rats, and acting like savages, does not mean they're ADOS. Okay? Do your research. These people are nuts, okay? And like I said, who's bringing all of this savagery into the country? Seek and you shall find. Right? So we don't care anymore about what others have to say about our movement. We know what's up. And that means others know what's up too. Which also means we know who has been our real enemies. Right? I'm not impressed with you immigrants who come here and become successful and don't ever return to your country, all right, or your island. Don't come here and be successful. Go back, come get your money, go back home, right, and build your countries, right? That's an accomplishment. I'm not impressed with you coming here, getting rich, and still, not going back and helping those less fortunate than you. Not impressed at all. And you know why a lot of them don't go home? Because they can come here and say all this shit. Oh, these Americans is lazy. They this, they that, right? And they can have this boastful attitude, and they can be pride, they can have all this pride, and they can be arrogant, right? And they try to be bougie, right? But when they go back to their own country with that bullshit, right? Their people will beat the Sankofa back in them. Believe that. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. That's why they don't really return home, because they know they can't do and say what they do and say to us to their own. Not happening, right? Yes, so yeah, I'm not impressed, you know. And a lot of them, like I said, they made deals with this with the devils, you know. So a lot of them can't even go back home. Okay, because they're in this, they're the rats that took the immigration cheese too. Don't get it twisted. So no matter what these non-ADOS say, we're going to show them better than telling them. The gig is up. We want you to go back to your ancestral homeland, your motherland, right? There you can address you can address your slave masters. And the physical and mental abuse given to you by your slave masters, right? Because you have no business trying to put your 2 cents in ADOS business. We did. If you weren't enslaved here, you don't have ancestors' bones buried here, then you need to shut the fuck up and go back home and argue and debate with those who enslaved you. Yeah, everybody was enslaved, but everybody wasn't enslaved in the wilderness of North America, okay? That's what ADOS is talking about. We dealing with our issue, right? At home. Don't come over here and tell me how to deal with my household when you can't even go home and address your own. Right? Not gonna happen. So, yeah, do us a favor. Get your ass up out of here, because we're tired of you. We don't care what you think and what you feel. Imagine if we just say that, you know, no Caribbeans should get reparations because we all was in slavery. So why should they get it? Right? It's insane. But did you know the Australians just got granted their reparations for not only slavery, but the murder of thousands, maybe millions of Aboriginals, right? They murdered so many black Australians that they almost went extinct. And look how long it's been. And guess what? They got their reparations. So kudos, and peace, blessings, and love to the Australians. We applaud you. We honor you, and we thank you for fighting for your freedom, justice, and equality until you got what was due, right? So if you think ADOS isn't getting their reparations, you got another thought coming, because we're going to get our reparations, okay? And it doesn't matter how we get it. Well, we to the point, we're going to get it. Think not, keep thinking. We will get it one way or another. And last thing I want to talk about, because I don't want to be long-winded, are you people trying to cause all of this violence between ADOS and immigrants? Listen, not one time did we say we wanted to really fight immigrants. We said if you arrogant, ignorant, and boastful motherfuckers get in our way, we will beat your ass, okay? We ain't talking about the humble. We're talking about you naysayers. We're talking about you made devils, the ones coming over here trying to instigate ADOS against immigrants, okay? That's not the issue here. We don't have a problem. We have a problem with you immigrants here who's doing the devil's bid. We want to fight you, okay? We don't want to fight our other brothers and sisters in the diaspora that's over in their countries. And even here that's doing the right thing. We're talking to you savages. We're talking to you ignorant, the conscious ones that know the truth, but rather be a bloodsucker. We want you out of here, okay? And you will get out. You will. One way or another, you're going to get out of here, okay? So stop that crap. Stop that crap. No, we don't want, we're not here to pick a fight, At the end of the day, the diaspora are siblings, But you do have your jealous and envious immigrants who knows the truth. And who knows now that ADOS is waking up, we're going to be a problem for them. We're going to be a problem for them, okay? And then, you don't want them problems with me. And imagine, like, if we really, if ADOS really wanted to fight and get angry with immigrants, do you know what would happen? You might be millions in your own country, but you're like less than 10% in America. Okay, so let's stop the nonsense with that. And last but not least, I want to get to Mr. Joe Biden, because my video is about to go off. Joe Biden, Creepy Joe, let me tell you something. You are a no to ADOS. We don't want any more, another 4 years of you and Obama shenanigans. No, you will not come here and throw in all these immigrants once again, building up their countries and getting rich on the low. And let's not forget, you because we had the tape and evidence still, right? In the 90s when you went and vouched for that 3 strikes law here, the Delawareans now, all of their loved ones are doing life bit sentences because of you calling them predators and savages. And now, that 3 strikes law. Well, we're on to you, okay? Okay? So you're a no-go. You're a no-go for ADOS. You can try it all you want, but it's not going to happen. Because I already see, we not just me, we see what you up to. We're not having it. We're not having it. We don't want any more years of you or your good buddy, Obama. It's a no, dog. It's a no. It's a no for any other former immigrant who wants to come in this country and look over top of the natives here and just do for immigrants, while getting rich on the low, while the poor suffers in this country. We're not having it. Okay? So that's a message for you, Creepy Joe. It was funny they start calling you Creepy Joe. Wow. So that was hilarious. I don't know. It's not my business to say, but I will let you know this. ADOS, we're not feeling you either. Okay? You was Obama's right hand man for 8 years. You was in the big house. You knew exactly what was going on in ADOS. But even before you got with Obama, you were the enemies to ADOS because you signed that bill. You make Hillary Clinton look angelic. Anyway, I think that's my son at the door. I hope everybody have a peaceful night. Keep your vibrations high, and I will build with you soon.